Today I'm cleaning my Great Plains 50 cal flint lock. It's good to do it about every 6 months or so. So I'll take out the barrel, make sure that the inside is all clean, and put the bore butter back in. This is a replica. First thing to do is to take out the ramrod here. These two pins are holding the barrel in, and they just need to be pushed from the other side. I like to use my brass rat. Just give a little bit of pressure. And on the other side again, the heads are lifted here. They just need a little bit of leverage to pull them out. And now it should come apart. And there's a hook right here, so you just spin that and the hook should come right out. The pins are slightly different lengths, so I've marked them F for front and R for rear. This bore butter will keep your barrel in good condition, but every time I clean it, I take the old butter out to put fresh butter in. Here's a nice attachment I have for my ramrod. It catches the cloth well. It's just a spring, and whenever it wraps around the cloth, it catches it pretty nicely. The cloth should glide in quite nicely. And there's that old butter coming out. And then I'll fold it around the other way to expose some fresh cloth, put it back in. Now I'm going to turn it inside out, expose more fresh cloth. I'm just going to put a little bit of bore cleaner on here and back in and out. If you fold the cloth up, or maybe put two cloths on there, it'll be thicker and tighter in the barrel, and you'll get even more of that butter out. And now with a new cloth, I'm going to put some fresh butter on and put it in the barrel. Here's the bore butter. You want to be pretty generous with this. It actually smells a little bit minty. It's a nice, fresh smelling butter. And I'll just rub it in the cloth, just smooth it around. I'll put it back on the spring. And this time I don't want it to be too tight because I want a lot of that butter to stay in the barrel, not get squeezed out. And I think I'll put it in one more time. Unlike most, we have two triggers here. The first one right here will take most of the load off of the second one, so this is an easy pull. If we pull the hammer back, both clicks, we can activate it with just this trigger, but it's pretty heavy. If we pull it back again and pull this trigger, there's a lot of weight there, but now I don't have to press very hard at all to activate the hammer. Even though the hammer came forward, there's no sparks because this needs to be in place. If that is forward and the hammer is back, then when they impact, there will be sparks. When the barrel is assembled with the rest of it, the flint hits the steel plate right here, which creates sparks that throws them into the pan right there. And the pan is aligned with the touch hole right there. And it'll start burning in the pan and go through that hole into the barrel and ignite the powder inside. Reassembly is even easier than the disassembly. This hook right here catches and you rotate it down into place. And the pins are just press fit in place. These have a nice satisfying click and the ramrod goes back in. To set up for a shot, first thing you're going to do is cock the flint back twice and then put the steel plate in place. It should cover the powder pan. There's no powder in the pan or the barrel. I'm going to go ahead and pull this trigger. And now if I pull this trigger, the hammer will come forward and create the sparks up here. This is a beautiful piece. You want to keep it clean. The bore butter will go rancid. So you want to clean it every time you fire or about every 6 months.